Hey, what's up everybody? Didn't film for a couple days there. We had a rainy streak for a while, and then I think we picked corn one day that I didn't film, but I was mostly running trucks, so it wouldn't have been that exciting to watch. But today we're gonna try and switch back to beans. So firing the truck up, we're gonna take it down to where we were picking last and see what they look like. Don't got a whole lot of wind today, but it's been really nice the last couple days, so let's go check it out. Alright, change of plans. Went up there. We haven't really had any wind today. Had a pretty heavy dew this morning, so beans aren't even close to being ready yet. Hook the corn head back up and go pick some corn. Maybe we'll be able to go out there later this afternoon, but not right now. Back to corning. Yeah, it's about to take off. I gotta get the grain cart hooked up to 270 probably, because I didn't show you, but we got a fertilizer wagon on the 7140 now. I bought a little wagon, spread some cover crop up on the field that we're picking beans on. So I gotta get the adapter off of this. I'm gonna put it on the 270, and I can hook the cart up, and then we'll follow that on down to the field. Got the trucks out there already, so let's get to work. Hey, I lost you. The entire time we were on the field, I couldn't find the camera. Left you on a wagon over here. I only picked about 10 acres. Gotta go get the truck still. It's still sitting down there. That's gonna be enough to fill our cone tank. We're having problems with our dryer though. The flame keeps going out. So basically the dryer is a big wind tunnel, and you turn a flame on one end and it cooks the corn as it goes through. It's just a continuous moving corn through there as like warm air blows through it. So yeah, the flame just keeps going out. So we gotta have someone come look at it. We're gonna go get that truck and dump it, and we're gonna go check the beans again and see how they're doing. Really thought I stuck you on the grain cart and you fell off. Well, I would have been pissed. So it's probably small scale compared to repair bills we're gonna have on other stuff, but still don't want to lose this camera. I like this camera. These beans are close to being done. These were the highest maturity beans we had, so hopefully Kurt's up there, which was a lower maturity. These were 3.5s and those were 3.1s, I think, or 2.8s, one of the two. Can't remember off the top of my head. Hopefully those will be ready to roll. I'm excited to pick these though. Underwater, see what they yield. So on the corn side of it, our first field, we didn't put fungicide on it, and ended up going 202. Which is pretty good, I'd take that. Second field we did, we put fungicide on it, and it was a different brand of corn. It went 255, which is the best yield we've ever had on our farm. So I'm curious to see what the other fields are gonna do to see if there's a pattern behind it. If it's just because of fungicide, or if the other brand of corn's better, or if it's just maybe a certain hybrid is good for that farm. Kind of wondering if I'm going to see a pattern. Sadly, that was the last of our 2022 harvest footage. Just ended up getting overwhelmed with too much stuff going on and stopped filming. But I wish I would have kept going, but I didn't. I had some more footage for the rest of that day. We did end up picking beans again, which was nice because we got some more done. But yeah, sadly I didn't film any more after that. everything just got too crazy. Harvest did go really well. We ended up with some pretty good yields, and I was pretty happy with it. Our corn never really did end up doing as... We never had any fields that were as good as the one we just showed. That was pretty crazy. I've never grown anything even close to that, so we're gonna have to look at our data and see if there's any reason why that field was so much better than the other fields. But going forward here, we're gonna start moving into our spring of 2022. Hopefully we can keep the footage going and film all through spring here. So let's get to work. Let's go do it.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
Yeah!
Yeah! Phew.
Morning. Been a while. We're heading into spring here, so I figured I'd start filming again. Finally running out of harvest footage to put out, so we're probably gonna get started spraying this week. Possibly chisel plowing towards the weekend if it doesn't rain too much. So yeah, it's time. We're getting close. Getting excited. Ready to go. So this morning I'm gonna walk around and kind of give you a tour of some new stuff that we picked up this year that hopefully makes spring go a little better, a little faster. And yeah, then we'll get to work. This is the first thing that we upgraded this winter. We never really got a chance to use it last fall because we didn't have it in time, but I picked up this guy. We traded off our 450 bushel cart for this guy. It's the 1800, so it holds roughly 900 bushel. She's kind of old. She's a little beat up. I'd like to give her a paint job at some point here, but that hasn't happened yet. But I think that'll make a big difference this fall, because we can load that baby up when I'm waiting for a truck, and it'll fill our tandems and almost fill our semi. So I think that'll be a huge help in the harvest time. So I'm pretty excited about that. Like I said, it's nothing crazy. It's not new. It's far from new, but I think it'll work really good for what we're doing last year. But this is the big one for spring. About a 1250 12-row case planter. I think I hinted towards it in the harvest videos that we're trading off our Kenzie 6-row, and this is what we upgraded it to. This will be awesome. Obviously we're doubling the amount of ground we can cover at once because we're went from 6 rows to 12 rows, but it's also liquid fertilizer, so that'll make it a lot easier than using the dry and have to have a fertilizer wagon and all that we did last year. I do like what we did before with the dry fertilizer, but this will be a lot easier, especially if I don't have as much help. This will be a lot easier. Just run up here and hit the pump. So you got Grandpa's old International Lone Star with a tank on there. We got our inductor and pump, so it'll be really easy. Just have to come up here, fire up the pump, and it'll fill it up. We should be able to hold about 30 to 35 acres worth of fertilizer on there and enough seed to plant roughly 70 acres. So we won't have to stop very much during the day, which will be nice. I can get off work and hopefully knock out 30 acres or so at least. So this will be a huge upgrade. It's in great shape. Really think they replaced a lot of this. Like, these are all new. The points down here are new. There really isn't anything that's worn out. We had a local company, Bain Welker, come out and kind of walk through it, show me what I needed to know, and he thought it looked pretty nice. So we're excited about that. This is where the liquid fertilizer comes out and drops it behind the row, which I'm not a huge fan of dropping it on the surface, but if it does work out well, it's simple. There's no bearings that can go bad. There's nothing really that can go bad. I've heard of other options where they drop them down here behind the closing wheels, but then Matt was saying it can build up on the whatever you call those. Those wheels pretty much just stomp down the ground. So I guess it's a closing wheel, but yeah, they can just cause issues. Yeah, that's the planter. So we got two 30-foot planters now. We got our bean planter that we got last year and worked out really well, and now we got a 30-foot corn planter too. Our last upgrade for this year that we got was we bought Y drops for the sprayer. So basically this will hang down from the sprayer and it'll go between the corn and drop fertilizer right on the roots. Always in the past we have put all our fertilizer out with dry fertilizer before the year, which has worked out good for us. We've had good yields, but I feel like when you do that, you're gonna lose some nitrogen because nitrogen won't stay in the ground, it'll move. So this way we're still gonna put some dry out in front, but not nearly as much, maybe like a third of what we used to. We'll come back when the corn actually needs it and put it on after it's already growing. That way the corn can take it up right then when it needs it, instead of hoping that it's still there when we put it out all front. So pretty excited about that too. I think that'll be a huge upgrade. We've never side dressed anything, so that should be pretty cool. Hopefully we'll see it in the yields. So yeah, that's kind of a recap of all of our new equipment that we got this year. Pretty excited about it. Still trying to slowly upgrade things as we go here. So if we ever get the chance to take on some more ground, we have the equipment to do it. And I think we're really close to that. We pretty much have bought everything I've wanted to buy and that I've kind of dreamed of buying when I started farming with Dad. So yeah, I think we have a really good line of equipment now and a really good setup here, and hopefully in the future we'll pick up some more ground and we'll be able to go harder on this. So yep, we'll see hopefully tomorrow.